And we back, 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 and we back.
Better than that was the last time.
Work, 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 bang, turtle, bang, twerk, twerk.
Hello and welcome to the season finale of the 30-Minute Drill. Over the course of this episode, we will highlight Wayne Hill sports, including exclusive interviews with players. Right now, I'd like to welcome Scott Fishgren to the set, the starting center for the Patriots, and a leadership presence wherever he goes. So to start off, the team's coming off a state title, and a lot of teams will be targeting you guys. What are you guys going to be looking for, and what are other teams going to be looking for, along with like weaknesses that they'll try to exploit?
So coming off a state title, I think that we've proven that we are a powerhouse in the state and in our group. So teams are going to come after us knowing that we are a strong team and that it's not going to be an easy win. But no one's going to want to lose, obviously. They're going to see that we have a strong offensive line and we are strong all around, but they are just not going to see too many weaknesses. They're going to have to really play the whole game to beat us.
Yeah, definitely. The Wayne Hills team that's coming in, definitely a strong team, along with losses of seniors and even an injury to what would have been the starting running back, Jojo Mangelli. So focusing on the offensive line where your position is, how will they be coming together with loss of senior leader John Stadler?
So after just losing John Stadler, we have all four of our other offensive linemen back, including myself, Jason Modak, Mike Saccone, and Bensi Polgar. So we are, the four of us, going to be strong, and we're probably bringing on one junior or sophomore on with us. And with the leadership of the four of us together, I think with the addition of the fifth, we will become a very strong unit and very powerful.
Now, Wayne Hills is losing a lot of powerful names, the Hayeks, DeVera, a lot of key skill position players. How will the offense be able to produce without those guys?
So without the people like DeVera, the Hayeks, Luca Grave, it's going to be a little bit of a different game this year. We're going to try and do similar things, but it's going to be more of power run game with the incorporation of throwing, a little bit of trick plays, and just using the whole game as opposed to focusing on passing.
Yeah, definitely allowing everyone to do what they can on the field to ultimately result in win each and every game is definitely going to matter. Focusing on you specifically, not necessarily the team, how have you improved? What have you done this offseason to get better?
So this offseason, I've worked in the weight room pretty hard. I've been working out with Wayne Hills football alum, doing some center work off the field, and we've been going to pre-seas twice a week and morning lifting. And then also some of us have been going to camps to talk to college coaches, try and get recruited, and try and be the best that we can be with having to play at the next level.
Yeah, definitely. Wayne, football is definitely a sport that's all year round, just nonstop. You have to keep working and stay in shape. That's all from me, and thanks to Scott Fishgren for joining us. When we come back, I'll be with Pete Delichai talking about the upcoming season.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Positano Pizza, the finest Italian cuisine and pizzeria. Show us your Wayne Hill student ID to get 2 slices of pizza or a bowl of pasta, plus a drink for only $5.
Welcome to the set. I'm joined here with defensive lineman Pete Delichai of the Wayne Hills football team. So to start, there was a very successful season last year, as you guys ultimately won the state championship in an absolute thriller at MetLife. It was an absolute great game to watch. So what are you guys doing in the offseason to replicate that success?
Yeah, well, 3 days a week we're in the weight room lifting and doing the strength program that we usually do each year. And the other 2 days a week we go down to Fairlawn Parisi Speed School for agility drills. And most of the time on the weekends or whenever we can after a lifting session, we go down to the field and practice just some basic drills to get ready before the actual practices start. So that's usually what we do.
Yeah, football is one of the few sports here that's basically all year round. You guys are always putting in work, always getting better. It's really an absolute community that you guys have. You guys become like family on the football team. A lot of work is being put in, and football is a sport where you need to have your whole body working for you at all times. You can't have, except for like guys like Mike Saccone who are absolute freaks, can't have parts of your body not working. Talking about the actual roster, the team is losing a lot of leaders and a lot of talent, including the Hayek brothers, quarterback Brendan DeVera, running back Luca Grave, and captain John Stadler. Who are some of the guys next up? Because that next up mentality is crucial in football. Who are the guys next up to fill those key positions?
Yeah, I agree. So a lot of the guys you just named, last year we came into the season knowing we had a good skill position set, that we had good receivers, a good quarterback, a tailback that was amazing. And this year I feel like we're coming in with a stronger line than usual. And coming back with Bensi, Jason Modak, Mike Saccone, Fish has started for us last year. Joe Rondi's going to be a big part of it. And we're just going to have a big, strong line. Defensive line is going to be good. I feel like just as a whole, the line's going to be great this year, and that's going to really drive us towards a lot of victories.
What about the skill positions, the guys doing the work behind them, losing all three of your main wide receivers, losing your quarterback and your star running back, and with Jojo Mangeli out for the year with his ACL tear, who do you think are going to fill these major positions?
Yeah, well, a lot of young guys are going to have to step up. Adam Abita is getting in work at running back, looking really good. Anthony Pontalillo at fullback is looking great. He's working almost every day since he left baseball, and he's just putting in full time. We got the Casanta brothers came here from Sparta. They're looking really good. Charles is getting work at receiver. He's great, running like a 4.3 40s, not 4.3, like a 4.4, but we're going to be good on both ends, linemen and skill positions. JP working with Phil Sims at quarterback, so nothing too big.
So a lot of studs at the sophomore, now becoming a junior class. A lot of guys to count on. So now it's focusing on you. This is going to be your senior year, and a lot will be expected of you as a leader. And what do you plan to do to help this team claim success yet again?
I'm going to have to do anything I can. I learned from some of the greatest leaders that came through here. Brendan DeVera was awesome. Frank Petracco was one of my great friends. I'm going to have to. The biggest thing I probably learned about leadership is when guys are down and everyone's down, the team's down, you have to help pick people back up and get everybody back. Charisma is a big thing with it. You have to keep people going and keep people on the right path to do what they have to do. And if everyone has the same mentality to win and go for that, and the other teams are going down but you're still up, that's probably the biggest thing you could do. Yeah,
mental toughness is huge in not only football but every sport, and it's absolutely key to success. That's all for our football segment. Thanks to Pete for joining us, and when we return, we'll go over the Wayne Hills basketball season.
For more information on advertising on Wayne Hills TV, contact Mr. Hookstraight at jhookstraight@wayneschools.com.
Welcome back to the 30-minute drill. Last year, boys basketball team made it all the way to the county semis and then lost a tough back-and-forth affair to Teaneck. I'm now pleased to be joined with starting point guard Joey Belli of the Wayne Hills basketball team. So there was a lot of up and downs this year, a lot of things going on. What are your thoughts overall for this season? Did you guys meet, exceed, or necessarily not meet expectations?
Well, in some ways we met what we wanted to do, but we also left a lot on the table of what we thought we could accomplish. Coming into this year, we were returning 3 starters, but everybody else had never really had any varsity experience. So we were a rather young team. We were mostly juniors with a couple seniors, and then we had a few sophomores help in, but mostly we were a young team.
Yeah, only 3 seniors on the roster, one of them Justin Hodge being a starter. Definitely a key player, and I think the big question is for next year, really all 4 spots they're taken, they're there. Justin Hodge's spot is wide open. Who do you think's going to end up getting that?
There are a couple people who could take it. Obviously, if you look at the roster now, putting in Joe Cerrone, who played a little bit last year, had some time off the bench, that would probably be the most logical person to put there. But we feel strong about the 4 guys who were starting in the other people who helped in off the bench, because we really only lost 3 seniors last year and only 1 started. So we don't have many places to fill, and everybody had some varsity experience from last year, so we know what to expect going into next year.
Yeah, it should be similar roles next year as it was this year. So talking about next year, what are your expectations? Definitely, like you said, you felt you left a lot on the table, could have gone much deeper into states. Definitely felt the county was yours, especially blowing a 12-point deficit, losing in overtime. Definitely 2 tough losses there. What do you think you guys could do to do better next year?
Well, next year, obviously, our goal is to advance farther in counties and states, but obviously we're still worried about our league. Even though we've gone 10-0 the past 2 seasons, we're going to be looking to do that again. So 30-0 in 3 seasons in our league is obviously a great accomplishment. And then, obviously, the next step is to get to the county championship and win the county championship this year. We feel we're in a good position to do that, and we also feel like next year we can be in a good position to win our section and even advance further into the Group 3 state championship game.
Yeah, the Tournament of Champions. How do you think you personally performed, you being on varsity for 3 years, going on 4 next year? How do you think you performed this year, and how do you rank him with your other 3 years?
Well, I definitely feel like this was my best year. This year I had to take a larger role, and I had to become more of a scorer. We lost Dorian Hodge this past year, who was mainly our guy scoring for my first 2 years. So I know I had to step up scoring, and for next year I know I have to do the same thing and lead the guys, and yeah.
Yeah, definitely some big scorers on the team that you did lose. But yeah, we did see you step up big time in a lot of clutch situations. Justin Wills definitely, and then Patrick Gilmore, definitely having some up and down games. But when he's on, Patrick is on, and then Jason Modak, just the all-around athlete, the state champion, just the all-around athlete here at Wayne Hills.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Positano Pizza, the finest Italian cuisine and pizzeria. Show us your Wayne Hills student ID to get 2 slices of pizza or a bowl of pasta, plus a drink for only $5.
I'm here at the lunchroom with two-sport athlete Patrick Gilmore. So last year, you had a stellar season on the court. What do you look to improve in the offseason?
Definitely going to hit the weight room. That's the number one thing. I mean, I don't think I'm tiny by any means, but I'd really like to bump with the big boys down low, get as many rebounds as I can. With Justin Hodge gone, me and Jay really got to command the glass. So.
Yeah, definitely. Now, it was recently announced you were a first-team all-county pitcher through baseball. What do you look to add to your accolades through the basketball season?
All I want to do is win. I don't care about first-team all-county, all-conference, anything like that. I just want championships.
Yeah, definitely. Who doesn't? Next year's going to be very important, though, as you guys are turning 4 of your 5 starters. What does the new experience gained from all those players add to the team to succeed next year?
The experience is definitely going to help us because we had a lot of new varsity players, and we still did well. So now with varsity experience, and we're going to be bigger and better, have much more practice, I think we're going to be something special next year.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Positano Pizza, the finest Italian cuisine and pizzeria. Show us your Wayne Hills student ID to get 2 slices of pizza or a bowl of pasta, plus a drink for only $5.
I'd like to welcome to the set Jason Sanfilippo, who will be a junior next year, fighting for either a starting spot or beating part of the rotation off the bench that Coach Grimes can run. Last year, you got to witness a pretty good basketball team with a lot of great talent. What experiences did you specifically have that will help you succeed in this upcoming season?
So experience last year that will probably help me for this year is just like after our county semifinal loss and state quarterfinal loss, I just saw like the heartbreak on everyone's faces, and like as mine as well. But like I wasn't as much of a part of the team last year, like playing time. So like this year, hopefully I'll have a bigger role and we can get past the semifinals, as we always say.
Yeah, definitely. The grind for revenge. As many know, you're also a great baseball player that has many leadership qualities that translate into all sports. What have you learned from this past baseball season that you look to bring to the table next year for basketball?
As being a part of the baseball team this year, and like as my first year playing in a varsity sport, you realize how like good you have to be to make a run in the postseason. So hopefully we can do that both in baseball and basketball next year.
Yeah, definitely. So I'd like to thank Jason Sanfilippo for joining us on the set. Good luck next year on the basketball team.
For more information on advertising on Wayne Hills TV, contact Mr. Hookstraight at jhookstraight@wayneschools.com.
Welcome back to the 30-minute drill. I'm here with Captain John Barone of the Wayne Hills baseball team to talk about the 2017 season that just wrapped up, and now he's going on to play D1 baseball in college for Seton Hall. So to start, what did you think of this season as a whole for the Wayne Hills baseball team, finishing 11-13 and winning the division at 7-3?
I think it was a great season. I mean, a lot of people expected us not to do that good, especially when you have a coach that comes in the day before tryout starts. Everyone expects you to have a losing season. I mean, no one expected us to go to the semifinal in counties, and we lost to the team in states that is actually in the final right now, and no one expects us to do that.
Yeah, in fact, they won it, ended up beating winning in county, so definitely not too much to be ashamed of there, but certainly a tough loss, losing 3-0. I'm sure the team felt that they could have gone much farther and definitely won it all. They felt the county was theirs. So there's a bright future for Wayne Hills. What are your thoughts on it? A strong roster of juniors and sophomores. What do you think?
I think definitely it's going to be run by the junior class next year. If people thought we had a good team this year, I think we'd be 10 times the team we were this year next year. A lot of guys with varsity experience. That's something we didn't have this year. But next year we have guys that have 3-year varsity experience, and you don't really get that so often.
Yeah, included on that list is the catcher, Mason Smith, second baseman, Dean Holbert, and the first baseman, and most likely the ace next year, Patrick Gilmore, came onto the scene and absolutely just did what he's best competing, and he ended up getting all-county first team, so congratulations to him. But focusing on you, what are you looking forward to next year at Seton Hall?
I mean, ever since I was a little kid, I always had the dream of playing Division I baseball. And when that finally came true, I mean, I'm very excited just to be at that level and compete at that level because I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah, definitely. It's got to be a great experience walking on and playing just at that caliber of baseball. It's a completely different world up there. John will be playing D1 baseball next spring at Seton Hall, and we wish him the best. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we'll talk to the first baseman and starting pitcher, Patrick Gilmore.
For more information on advertising on Wayne Hills TV, contact Mr. Hookstraight at jhookstraight@wayneschools.com.
We're here at the lunchroom, and I'm joined by Patrick Gilmore, who had a great year on the bump and at first base. So the big thing this year was how your success on the bump. What do you look to improve on next year, pitching-wise in your senior year, as well as your offense?
Well, next year, definitely, I hope to get a few more miles an hour on my fastball. It's not my number one concern, but a little more velocity that opens up eyes to colleges and stuff. But definitely want to continue to throw strikes and command the zone, keep the ball down as I like to do. So,
yeah, we talked about with almost all the baseball players the future of this team and how bright it looks right now. Next year, what are some players who will have increased roles either at leadership or overall just being in the lineup?
Overall, being in the lineup, I see John McConaughey coming up, getting some action. I see Nick Palumbo being a big contributor on the mound. I think he's going to improve because now that he's a pitcher only, he could put all his attention towards pitching, and I really think he has a chance to be very special.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think being in the gym until basically the opening day, not being able to have a lot of time outside, how did that affect you guys?
Well, being in the gym, it was a pain because it was basketball season that just ended, and I was really wanting to get outside. But we did the best we could in the gym. Probably could have done like a little more position-specific stuff, but we did like general fungos and BP and stuff just to stay loose and get ready for outdoor practices.
All right, well, thank you to Gilmore for joining us.
My pleasure.
Yeah, stay tuned because we'll have shortstop Jason Sanfilippo on the set.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Positano Pizza, the finest Italian cuisine and pizzeria. Show us your Wayne Hills student ID to get 2 slices of pizza or a bowl of pasta plus a drink for only $5.
Welcome back. I'm here on set joined with sophomore and starting shortstop Jason Sanfilippo. So the baseball season was, I guess, pretty successful considering we found out who our coach was about a week before the season started. So overall, in your eyes, how would you sum up this year?
I would sum up the season pretty well, but I feel like there's always room for improvement, and we only achieved one of our 3 goals, so hopefully we get the other 2 done next year.
Yeah, definitely. Counties and states are something that we look to achieve. Definitely didn't work out for us, but you guys did lose to the ultimate champion. And then now with states, the Morris Hills, who the baseball team ultimately lost to, is now in the finals against Pascack Valley, who will be playing today. So what is something that you will take from this season to work on and improve in the offseason as you being the leader of the infield? What are you going to do to get better?
Probably just get my body more in shape. Probably just try to get stronger and just try to be overall better next year so we could go farther in the postseason.
Yeah, definitely. Leader in the lineup and defensively, leading off multiple times this year. What are your goals for the 2018 season? As a team seeing that most off, you'll be returning juniors and seniors who now have more varsity experience.
I think next year is definitely our shot to win counties and make a run in the state, so hopefully we get both those done next year as well as win the league again.
Yeah, that's definitely the 3 major goals, counties, states, and the league. And next year, there are a lot of open spots for leadership as we lost 5 seniors, and all the leadership positions now need to be filled. And who are some leaders that you're going to be looking for, or even yourself next year?
Definitely Pat Gilmore and Dean Holbert, just because they're just overall leaders. They were this year as juniors. But I guess I could probably fill that leadership role a little bit. But them being seniors, they'll probably take most of it. Yeah,
both of them definitely key players this year.
For more information on advertising on Wayne Hills TV, contact Mr. Hookstraight at jhookstraight@wayneschools.com.
Welcome back to our baseball segment. I'm here outside the lunchroom with starting catcher Mason Smith, who got a lot more time on varsity this year than he did last year. Had a really great year offensively and defensively. What are your thoughts on your overall performance?
I thought I did pretty well. In the beginning of the year, I thought I was doing actually really well. Towards the end of the year, I started to go down a little bit with my offense, with my defense. I feel like I got better as the year progressed. Definitely felt a lot more comfortable in the role that I was given, and yeah, I just made the best of it.
Essentially the whole starting lineup is going to be returning besides Anthony Caruso, Josh Kerzer at times, and John Barone. Everyone is going to be juniors becoming seniors next year. So what does the future look like for Wayne Hills baseball? All right, that's all from Mason Smiths. Thank you for joining us at the lunchroom, and we'll be right back.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Positano Pizza, the finest Italian cuisine and pizzeria. Show us your Wayne Hills student ID to get 2 slices of pizza or a bowl of pasta, plus a drink for only $5.
I'm here joined by junior Jacqueline Lewandowski, who will be a senior on the girls' soccer team next year. The team finished 10-4-4 last year with a pretty solid season, but a tough defeat in the first round of counties. So Jacqueline, what are you most looking forward to next year, seeing more time on varsity?
Well, a lot of next year's seniors, it's going to be our first time seeing the varsity field, so I'm looking forward to see what we can do since not much of us have a lot of experience, and hopefully we'll still have a good season.
Yeah, the big storyline for the Wayne Hills girls soccer team is the loss of seniors, losing great players like Alexis Long and the Caparucio sisters. So with those losses, and also the goalie Siobhan O'Sullivan, who's been great all year, with those losses, how will those roles be filled by juniors or even sophomores?
Well, I think it's going to be tough to fill spots of basically every position leaving, every position graduating. But I think the underclassmen are just going to really have to step up, and we're going to have to work a lot harder to stay in competition with the other schools.
Now, the girls' soccer team faced a tough defeat as they lost in the first round of counties this year. What are some goals for next year, or things that are going to be done in the offseason to make a much deeper run into counties?
I think as long as we work hard and we work as a team and we don't underestimate the competition and stay focused and just focus on winning games, scoring goals, working together, and stuff like that, I think we'll be good.
Yeah, definitely. Those are certainly keys to success.
For more information on advertising on Wayne Hills TV, contact Mr. Hookstrait at jhookstrait@wayneschools.com.
And we back, 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 and we back.
That was the last time.
Welcome back to The Drill. We are pleased to be here with Robbie Ty and Jimmy Paracchio of the Wayne Hills golf team. Hills is coming off yet another successful season and will look to build upon their success for next year. So, Robbie, what aspects of the game are you going to try to improve in the offseason for next year?
Well, you see, Frankie, I'm trying to work on a lot during the offseason, but my main goal is to hit my clubs further, get more distance on all my balls.
Oh, yeah, all those aspects really needed for golf. Jimmy, same question.
Definitely looking to improve on my short game with putting, because just hitting fives all the time with putts is not too good. Got to stay under par.
Yeah, definitely. So, Jimmy, I'm going to stick with you here. Who are some key players returning next season that can help lead the team?
Well, we have our captain coming back, Rob McHugh, and then Cassandra Lee, one of our better players. Then this year, we're looking at Robbie Ty to improve, and then Richie Sabag and Seth Friedman and James Bradley could definitely be a big part of the team.
Now, Rob, you heard it from Jimmy. You're looking to be a big part of the team next year. So what are your team goals for next year? What are you looking to succeed?
Our ultimate goal is to win the state championship because our county's not that strong, and we've won the county championship for the past 3 years. So we're looking to take that extra step and win the states.
Yeah, definitely. Winning states for golf would be absolutely huge. Jamie, we're going to go back to you. What's the strongest part of your game based upon this season?
Definitely my drive. It's been getting better throughout the years I've been playing. Hitting 280 right now and hoping to improve on it more.
Yeah, definitely. A solid 300 always looks good. Robbie, last but not least, what makes you think you're going to have a better year next year than you did this year?
Well, we're not losing many seniors this year. Our starting six is returning. The only senior we're losing is Robert Sabatino. He was our number 7, so we're going to have everyone from last year, basically, to try and make the extra step.
All right, well, that's all here from the set. Special thanks to Jimmy and Robbie for joining us, and we'll be right back with The Drill.
And we back. I'm good. Ooh, yeah.
I'm good.
For For more information on advertising on Wayne Hills TV, contact Mr. Hookstrait at jhookstrait@wayneschools.com.
And we back, 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 and we back.
Better than I was the last time.
Work, 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 bang, turtle, bang, twerk, twerk.
Welcome back. I'm alongside Amanda Carey, who was a left fielder for the Patriots this year. You had great success this season, batting .289 and being involved with 33 of the Patriots' 187 runs. What do you think was the key to your success this year?
Well, I think the key for my success this year was definitely the off-season work, because it's really hard just to jump into a new season without having any practice beforehand. So I think playing summer ball and fall ball and also having a batting instructor really helped me out.
Yeah, definitely. All those are key components. As we've seen with all the sports, off-season work is crucial to success when they're actually in season. Now, as a senior, it's a big year leadership-wise. What are you most looking forward to having that role on the team next year?
Next year, as a senior, I'm really looking forward to seeing how the upperclassmen progress, because it's my last year. I want to go out with like a good season, and a big key to our team is having all the kids just play and work together. And upperclassmen are a big part of our team, so I want to see how they play and come together. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah, now as you talked about the upperclassmen, what are some of the key returning upperclassmen going into next year?
A big part of our team this season was Jenna McGuire. She got first team All-County, so I definitely think she's going to have a great senior season. And we also have Lindsay Mahler returning in the outfields. And since we lost Briaz Party in the outfields, we need all the outfielders we can get, and having her is going to be awesome.
Yeah, definitely. So a lot of juniors becoming seniors next year, replacing big and crucial roles. Now your head coach, Coach Caruso, what do you like most about her, and what do you think? How do you think she's done as the coach so far this year?
I love everything about Caruso. She's so fun, and she makes every day just a fun practice, and I look forward to practice every day with her. For us, I think her attitude every practice has really helped us, because she's just fun, lighthearted. We look forward to practicing, and we want to play for her, and we want to win for her. So I think that's really important.
Yeah, definitely. All great things coming from a coach. That's all for our softball segment. Thank you for joining us on the season finale of the 30-Minute Drill, brought to you by myself, Alec Oppenheim, Andrew Hoffman, and all the athletes as a part of this production. Thank you for a great year, Wayne Hills.
Work, 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 bang, turtle, bang, twerk, 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 bang, turtle, bang, work, 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 bang, turtle, bang, twerk, 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 bang, turtle, bang, work, work, work.